Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice. For today's Divinely Guided Rune reading, we're getting used to that ebb and flow of things, aren't we? We had a lot going on this last week. The week before that, not so much. The week before that, even a lot. So this week, again, not so much. Next week, we're going to have a little bit more. So again, just take this time to really focus on your divinely guided path. If you'd like any divinely guided rune readings for me personally, if you'd like any of the rune sets or jewelry that you see on the channel, please use the links below. Also, more information in the description box below for any astrological information. Let's jump into your divinely guided rune reading here for this week without further ado.
Greetings, Scorpio, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading for the week. Let's jump right on in and get a rune for your energetic past. Here in the energetic past, you have Rebalance. Rebalance is that rune indicative of riding along with those energetic waves. All right, so calling in to not resist, like you can throw a pebble into the pond, right? And you can try to put your hand in front of that little wave that's going to the edge of the pond now that you've created that little ripple, but that little ripple is still going to hit the edge and it's still going to hit the back of the hand. So resist as you might, you're called to ride along with the energetic waves. And you know all about that. You know all about riding along with the energetic waves. Sometimes you do it so much, though, as to the fact that you do it without the conscience that you could be subjecting yourself to limitations that are self-imposed by being too focused on this path of. So what I mean to say here, not to mince words here, Scorpio, is in your energetic path here, you've been really called to surrender, to move along with the energetic flow. Okay? But to not do so much that it's like a toxic ego sort of aspect or toxic any sort of aspect of your personality, right? We want to be healthy when we're doing this work, don't we? Let's get a rune for your energetic now. And this will explain a little bit more of that Rebalance. Yeah, reciprocative energies, give and take, the balance. Your flow got interrupted. Somebody else might have been calling in and recognizing something where you might have had an aspect of examination. Like, okay, where's that balance of give and take? Where's that gift? Where's that giving with gratitude? Where's that giving and receiving? Where's that partnership, right? So Gibo is the rune that means gift. You are in right now that aspect of either adapting or adopting a new spiritual gift, being in your aspects of celebrating giving and receiving, or like a spiritual partnership where it's a balance of give and take, whether that spiritual partnership is purely spiritual, whether it's platonic, professional, romantic, intimate, or any mix or variation or split thereof. So you are right now in this beautiful energy of Gibo. Gibo is probably one of the most beautiful runes, in my opinion, of the deck, of the Elder Futhark runes. And I was going to say it's a lot like the Lover's card in the Tarot deck, or the Two of Cups as well. So moving forward, we have in the energetic future here, more inbound communication for you, Scorpio. This is Anzus, more prophetic dream work, deep downloads, more of the stuff where you kind of feel at home. Adapting more spiritual gifts. I believe that reciprocation, getting more back into your flow. I think getting more back into your routine and home things, the way that you kind of feel out your intuitive communications, the way you communicate is like no other, Scorpio. And it's really interesting to see how Scorpios communicate versus other signs, or not really versus, but in regards with. But so this is more prophetic dream work, divine downloads, This is more that deep and intuitive stuff where you feel right at home, where other signs might not feel right at home. You get my meaning? Where you are speaking on such deep, weird, intrinsic, only levels that you understand. Maybe Gemini gets you. Maybe a Virgo might get you. But yeah, Scorpio, you're almost too deep for your own good. But this downloads, this prophetic dream work, this intuitive stuff, this enlightening information, this downloading. It'll feel almost like deja vu for you. It'll feel almost like you're manifesting like a repeat button in your life, like maybe getting a second chance at a romantic partnership here. Um, Let me know in the comments below what resonates here for you, Scorpio. This is pretty interesting. This could be also just more enhancement of your spiritualness, like more enhancement of like your claircognizance, clairsentience, clairaudience, those sort of things. Your influence right now is kind of like your place in the world. Yeah, Manas is like the rune of mankind. Um, yeah, the world kind of cardboard kind of goes around, comes around. It's inevitable, changing of the seasons kind of stuff too. But this is more like that labels. This is the one clan flag opposing another, or it's just really an other than. It's not really opposing or adding to specifically. It's just one clan flag and it's facing another one. Where they're touching in the middle is the rune also Dagas, where there's transmutation, understanding, and clarity that can occur when the clan flags meet. So whenever this happens, if it's an addition to or a subtraction or a challenge or anything, there's always going to be that clarity. Okay. So right now you're kind of in this influence of where is that clarity? Is it over here? Is it over here? Is it in my clan? Is it over in this clan? Where is this definition? Where do I put, okay, so this might be like maybe processing an emotional or trauma or shadow work type aspect of yourself, and trying to put a finger on it, really. Trying to really put a definition to it, where a definition might not be needed, and not we don't have words for some of these things. We just don't. We need to maybe just come to that radical acceptance of that fact. So in your now advice here, Scorpio, is null these. Null these, I think you have this last week. Well, null these anyway is you're going down the path, and now this log is kind of in the way of the path. So it's now this path has to be cleared. It's the thing that needs to be totally addressed and transmuted. It's the rune that calls for you to balance what is your needs versus your wants. What are your actual needs versus what do you actually want versus what, you try to say it's a need, but what is it actually? What is it really? Is it a perceived limitation or is it an actual limitation? Be honest with yourself, your Scorpio. Be deep with yourself, and you'll get that aha, right? You'll get that download. You're balancing these needs, constraints, limitations, going with the flow, needing to surrender to the flow anyway, balancing that give and take, but not really keeping score, not needing to keep score, not really needing a definition, I don't think. I think that's kind of where this needs, constraints, and limitations are. Is I think you might be in one space or the other, like your head space or heart space, one or the other, imbalanced. Okay. But what you have to look forward to here, Scorpio, is a beautiful Fehu. Still grounded, okay? It looks like you're finding your place in the world. It looks like you're finding that identity, right? That beautiful balance of reciprocation. You're getting that clarity from those downloads, but you're also getting that what you claim is your abundance. So this aspect of abundance, maybe shifting an aspect of abundance. Fehu means cattle. It literally means wealth back in the day. But this could be just shifting what abundance means to you. Is it an abundance of love? Is it an abundance of community? An abundance of reciprocation. Like, finally, yes, I get that reciprocation. Is it abundance of needs being met? Is it an abundance of that communication? You need that communication, and it finally comes in. So this is a reminder, too, that as abundance increases, your choices also increase. So do your responsibilities. More money, more problems, right? But also more benefits. It's what you focus on, right? It's what you give money, or excuse me, what is what you give attention to. It's not what you give money to. Energy flows where attention goes. Just remember that. We don't need another room. Let's get a card of clarity here to cap it all off here nicely for you, Scorpio, with the messages from the Fairies Oracle deck here. Fairies are divinely guided creatures who love to assist us in our journey. So, Fairies, please show Scorpio clearly what message of clarity you have. Okay, I saw you flip that first one clearly over at me. The rest of them then followed. So, thank you, Fairies. A new way, vegetarian is your card. A new way of eating gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, and stronger manifestation abilities. And that's true, too. When we're more regimented to feeding, nourishing our soul, our bodies, right? Our manifestation, our spiritual connections are stronger in the long run. So this will be a way to enhance this moving forward as well. Let's read more about this card. Vegetarian again says, a new way of eating gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, and a stronger manifestation abilities. So the fairies know that fresh garden food is the healthiest, most natural way to live. You're guided to follow the fairies' wisdom and eat lots of vegetables, fruits, legumes, and nuts, especially the organic variety. This card validates your feelings to eat more vegetarian or even a vegan diet. The shift in your eating patterns will yield positive changes such as clearer thinking, increased psychic abilities, and more energy. Ask the fairies to assist you with this change, and they'll gladly do so, including helping your own garden to yield a bumper crop of produce. Additional meanings for the card are a health or behavioral concern is dietary related. Another one is eliminate chemicals from your diet, or detoxify, or pray over your food prior to eating it. Yeah, bless your food. Or do some research, such as reading, consulting a nutritionist, or taking a class about balancing your diet with more vegetables and fruits. A couple other meanings for the card are to transition to a raw food diet, and finally, to encourage your children, your family, to eat more organic, fresh fruits and vegetables. Beautiful energy, Scorpio. Let me know in the comments below how this resonates for you. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.